This is a villain so evil, so sinister, so horribly vile, that even the utterance of his name strikes fear into the hearts of men. Him.
Hey guys, it's me, Kyne. I'm back with another Halloween tutorial, and today we are transforming into the iconic cross-dressing cartoon villain, him from the Powerpuff Girls. When I was young, I remember watching the Powerpuff Girls on Cartoon Network over in the Philippines. I was actually way more drawn to Blossom, like I would be Blossom and my cousins were Bubbles and what's the other girl's name? Veronica? I don't know. But in my older age, looking back on it, I never really realized how badass it was for there to be a character like him on TV. So he is the one we are paying homage to today. So we're starting off with a clean face, and I'm gluing my eyebrows down so I can draw on some new ones. And this is just Elmer's glue stick. I kind of rub it in messily and then brush it upwards so that the hairs lay flat. And then I glue them down, going only upwards with the glue. While that's drying, I'm going to start painting the lower half of my face. This is a cream color palette from Makeup Forever, and I'm going to use that red and white on my face as a mid-tone color and a highlight color respectively. As I started blending it together, I realized that the white paint was making it look too pink, and I just wanted it to be mainly red. So I limited the amount of white highlight I used, and I just put more red over top. At this point, I could tell my brows were dry from the glue, so I put some powder over top of those and then went ahead with covering my forehead with red too. Using more of that white, I'm going to create my brow highlight, and I'm just blending that bottom part down. This way I just have a template for how high I can take my eyeshadow. Then I'm taking some powder. It can be white or anything that's really light. This is actually a banana powder, and I'm just setting the face so that brow highlight, and then the under the eyes, the center of the face and chin, mainly these parts so they can get an extra boost of brightness, but you might as well just do the whole face so that the cream product is set. Next, I'm gonna draw that really deep widow's peak hairline that him has. This is just a black face paint, and I'll set that with black eyeshadow. Taking a white eyeshadow, I'm gonna reinforce my highlights again. Earlier, what we did was just setting the cream products. Now we're really trying to make those highlights as bright as we can get it. And I'm using a red eyeshadow to knock off the setting powder and adding some dimension to the face so that there's gradients of red all around. Trying to also contour my nose with that too, but it was hard to get deep enough shadows using just a bright red, so I eventually had to go in with just some brown. The brown against red skin can look kind of muddy, so just be careful using this color. And then I'm using a bright pink eyeshadow now and adding blush to the cheeks. I took a few layers for this to really show up because I really wanted that pink cartoony looking blush. And then now it's finally time for the eye makeup. Starting off with a red eyeshadow to add some depth to the eye socket, and then you're going to darken it with a darker red if you have one. If not, then just use brown and like a warm reddish brown so it doesn't really clash with red skin. And we're building towards using black in the crease. So I'm just putting a little bit of black and brown out in the outer corner and then going in with my winged liner. Afterwards, I'm going to apply the silver glitter to the open space there in the inner part of the eyelid. This is from Lit Cosmetics, and the adhesive is from NYX. And then once that's on, I'm blending it kind of where the glitter meets the eyeshadow so that there's a soft line there, but also so that the black almost cuts a shadow over top of the glitter. On the lower lash line, I'm adding some white, a little bit more than I usually do. Normally, I only really do white in the inner part, but for really graphic, cartoony looks like this, I want to do the entire lower lash line from end to end. This just makes the eyes look really huge, and it balances out the drama of the lashes that we're going to put on. Really thick lashes and really black eyeshadow on the top and bottom can almost close up the eyes and swallow the whites, so this white eyeliner gives a little balance to all the smokiness. Underline that white with black and blend it downwards, winging it out, and that's the finished eye, at least for now. I'm gonna draw in the brows next, and normally I would use a powder for this, or at most a cream, but since this look is so bold and graphic, I'm just going in balls deep with a black liquid liner. Not very forgiving if you make mistakes, so just take it little by little and don't make any mistakes. At this point, it's just kind of finishing touches now. So I'm putting on my black liquid lipstick, and then I'm adding in some green contact lenses, putting on my lashes, top and bottom. And as a final touch, I winged out the ends of my lipstick with my eyeliner pen, or you can also use a brush that's got some of your lipstick on it. And I'm kind of doing this almost like a winged liner, like starting off with that first straight line going out, connecting it to the lip with a curve, and then just filling that in. Makes you look just a little bit more clowny and evil. Finally, I'm just painting my body. This is a red water activated face paint from Wolfe Highly recommend it. As you can see, it's much faster than using cream paints. Actually, ideally, I should have just added sleeves to my bodysuit so I wouldn't have to paint so much, but I didn't have enough fabric, so a girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. This is the finished look, you guys. If you want to see how I made this costume, be sure to stay tuned because that video will be up by tomorrow. Until then, thank you so much for watching and supporting me. I hope you liked my rendition of him. Insert obligatory like, comment, and subscribe here, and I'll see you cross-dressers in my next video. Bye!